Hello everyone, this is Dan from tasco.com, and in this video I want to show you the latest version 5.6.0 of a Raffle plugin, Raffle Play Woo. This update comes with a not tricky, kind of beneficial feature that has been requested by a few users. What it essentially does, it has a new shortcode that you can explore, and that shortcode is going to give you a bunch of information about a raffle. Okay, depends whatever the ID of the raffle you pass into the shortcode. So from there you can actually, yeah, so what kind of information you get? You get a lot of it, like if the raffle is terminated, what is the latest sold ticket, last ticket sold, or like how many tickets have been sold so far, what is the total number of tickets available in the raffle, start date, end date, and so on of the raffle. So it's pretty good, and some people want to use it. Someone has requested to have like a progress bar, and I didn't want to build one for the raffle. I was like, here is all the information about the raffle. You can play around with it and explore as much as you want, and you do whatever kind of progress bar you want to have. So in this example, as you can see, I have two here. One is linear, the other one is circle. I used two other plugins, which I'm going to show you how I implemented it, and it's pretty easy to use. If you have like a block builders, you can actually pass in some HTML and into one of the variables, and then from there the team is going to be rendering it. So let's get started with this is the actual code, but I'm gonna go to the raffle settings, and I'm gonna show you where the shortcode is going to be displayed. I'm gonna add more information here. So this is the shortcode that's gonna get you all the information for raffle, for a default raffle, okay? Because I pass in the ID of 0, which is a default raffle. I have another raffle set up here, but if I want to get all the information for this raffle, I have to pass in the ID of 1. If you look up there on the tooltip, on the top, it says ID 1. So I get back here and short coding for raffle. So this is going to give me the information for raffle, which is the default one. So I'm going to copy this. Control C, copy. I'm going to go into one of the pages here. I already did it and I put it in the home page. And what I actually did, I pasted it for a raffle default and a raffle um, with ID 1 and updated it. After you have that, you have to go into you have to kind of filter the information that you get and display it, okay? So you need to go into the theme file editor, and you must have a child theme set up. It works with main themes as well, but I don't recommend it because every time the main theme is going to be updated, it's going to overwrite your code. So you have to go into your child theme, and then you have to put in this line of code, which is a filter, right, essentially. And the filter name is going to be raffle underscore info underscore filter, right? And then you're going to pass in a function, which is this one here, and then you set a priority, and then it's going to take in two parameters. One parameter is going to be the content that you're going to play with and add HTML content, to like HTML text to it, and the other one is going to be the raffle object, which holds all the information about the raffle. Well, not all of it, like the essential part of it. Like we have the raffle ID, the raffle name, the raffle starting number, number of total tickets. Uh, it's the limit of the tickets that you have. But if you don't have in the raffle, let's say if you go back here and we go into, which is this one here, limit number of raffle tickets. But if you have that set as no, it's gonna show a text. All right. So I'm not quite sure how much it's gonna help, but yeah, just to let you know, that's how actually it is. Okay, I'm gonna go back. And if you don't have a total number of tickets, it's gonna say unlimited. Okay. Else it's gonna show the number. Next is gonna be the number of sold tickets so far, last sold ticket, and then the last sold ticket with a prefix if you have a prefix set up, and then the start date. The start date time, start underscore daytime, is gonna give you an epoch. Um, Date time. Okay, I'm not quite sure if you're familiar with that, but it's going to be an integer value of the date or representation of the date. Okay. Um, the start date string is going to be displayed in the format, the date time of the format that you have set up in WordPress. Okay. And then last one is going to be is terminated. Okay. So this is all the information that's going to be retrieved from the raffle. Okay, so from here you can actually play around with it and display it however and whatever you like to display it. Okay, so for these two examples that I have, I got two plugins and I use them, and I'm gonna tell exactly how they're called. Okay, so what I said, I put at the top content, and then I penned some HTML. I said if it's terminated, say it's terminated, and then I put in a custom class, and then I can customize it later on if I want. And then here I'm checking if the raffle ID has limited, and limit tickets is not unlimited, all right, because I want to put in the, and then I say, you know what, for this plugin, all right, I want to execute. What it does, it actually executes a shortcode, and then I say, give me the content of the shortcode, and then I pass in the sold tickets and the limit tickets, and that's gonna give me this part here. Okay, so let's have a look where we have these plugins and how they are called. The linear one, I think it's called progress bar, simply progress bar. It's developed by Chris Reynolds, and next one, which is the round, the circle one, is pure CSS circle progress bar, which is developed by another person. And if you look at the details here, it should display that they have shortcodes, and in the shortcodes, it passes in uh, um, the low and the high value. Okay, so if I go back, this is how it's going to be displayed. This is the text that I displayed. This is essentially the progress bar. So if I go here, and what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do something like this. Um, do something like this, comment out, and that's, I take out the text. Okay, and now it's going to give me only the progress bars. All right, one it's 11% and the other one is, I think it's more. So this is how you actually do it. So if you have a block, if you have like Divi or other page builder or like Elementor, what I have to do there, I'm giving you an idea. If you have to integrate with this kind of builders, you need to get the HTML. So you have to go into here, let's say example, right? Again, expect how your builder is gonna display that information. Okay, so, and you have to search for the HTML that's gonna be displayed. In this case, it's gonna be this one. All right, so you can go and copy it. Okay, copy the element, and then you're gonna paste it in here as a content, and then you have to look up how they're actually rendering the progress. Okay, so in our case, I don't think it's going to work that easily, because the guy is doing the, whoever developed this is gonna be, it's doing the calculation in the background, and that's how it's going to display it. But with this kind of more fancy page builders, um, they use kind of they put in, like, they use JavaScript, and they have attributes that it pass in. Okay, um, or you can actually do your own. You can do your progress bar if you want. So progress bar demo CSS. So you can actually do your own as well. Uh, uh, I'm not quite sure about this one, but you can look it up and try your own progress bar if you want. They're pretty easy to make. Um, But the thing is that it's not only limited to this part here. You can do a lot of other things as well. That's why, I'm pulling out all this information from the raffle, like start date and end date, sold tickets. Probably a lot of people will be using sold tickets and last sold ticket. Um, yeah, that's so this is pretty much it with this new update. There was another fix on the product table. One of the filters were not working properly, but this is how it is. This is how you do it. You need to have this filter in order to work it, and then you have to put in the shortcode in one of the pages blocks or any other place that you desire. Um, Another, okay, someone asked me a while ago another thing about what was the latest. So if I look at taskcode.com, I think was a few more leading zeros. Yeah, leading zeros, and then we have account raffle tab. Okay, yeah, so this is quite um, yeah, this is the latest, and I don't think I covered them in any of the videos. So if you look here, I say the leading ticket number leading zeros, it's set to 6. Okay, so if I go, what I do it? Okay, so if I go, so what essentially it is, I'll explain it here. So if I have a ticket number of 250 and I have 6 leading zeros, my ticket number is going to look like this, 3 and 3. So it's going to be composed of six digits, I would say. So that's how, if it's going to be only 5, it's going to look like this. If I have 4 leading zeros, it's going to look like this, and so on. Okay, so if I have only 3, it's not going to display. If I have 2 or 1, it's going to stay the number the way it is. So that's essentially what it is. Okay, this is what the leading zero. I think I'm making an explanation here as well. Next one is, okay, this is another very important thing. Okay, so someone requested says, I don't want to have when someone processes at a checkout, it says processing what when the order changes to processing, I don't want to generate any any tickets, all right, or raffle tickets. I want to generate only when complete. So if you don't want to, just click them. But the thing is that a lot of people just clicking them and then they say, oh, listen, nothing is happening. Um, no tickets are generated. The reason is because you have them ticked. Okay, you shouldn't be have them ticked if you want to generate in processing and complete. Okay, so leave them unticked if you want to generate tickets when the status of the order changes to processing or complete. Okay, and the last one, control. Okay, yeah, taking. Okay, so if you okay, so in in the account you can actually see, so if someone is going to create an account and they want to see their orders, okay, you could actually give them access. Con account. Where's my, is it working? Okay, so raffle tickets. Okay, so you could do that by putting uh displaying having another tab in my account and displaying the raffle tickets based by order. Okay. Um and that information, it should be a commerce account. And that's going to be displayed here. Okay, so I'm going to change that before dashboard. I'm going to say before logout. And you can actually show tickets group by order, which is right now. Okay, order this one and this one. Okay, but you can also do it by raffle. Okay, and if you have no raffle tickets to display, just display a message. Okay, go here, refresh. And now it's going to display all the, okay, I have only for the bread raffle. So I have tickets bought only for the bread raffle. Do I? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I think I covered most of it. Where is that background ticket me for you? Okay, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna add more information here. I'm gonna make a link. I'm gonna put a link to this video here as well. So yeah, if you have any questions, just drop me a line on my email developer@tasco.com. Thank you very much and see you next time.